Hi everyone, here's a new video on ukulele skills. In this video we're going to look at an old technique that was very popular in the 1920s and 1930s. People like Smeck, Ukulele Mike, all of these type of people were using this technique, and this technique I'm talking about is a technique called the two-finger roll. Not many modern day players use the two-finger roll. Why? I really don't know. I think it's an absolutely great technique. Probably because it seems so easy. It's, you know, people look for more complicated, more flashy techniques, but it seems simple, but it takes a little while to get. And this little two-finger roll, as the name suggests, is played with two fingers, and what we're going to use is the thumb and the finger. And how we actually play this roll, and the easiest way to get the technique right, is get your thumb and finger and put it the width of your ukulele neck. Then lift the fingers off, but keep the fingers in that shape and also that distance apart. And what we're going to do, rather than actually like do a normal sort of stroke, we're going to, it's almost like you hold these fingers rigid, you don't move them at all, and it's like you've got a paintbrush in your hand, and it's like you brush over the strings. So it's like a rolling of the wrist and keeping the fingers rigid. So it's sort of that movement. And the aim is for when the index finger actually goes off the last string, the thumb actually starts on the first string, or on the fourth string if you want to get technical. And so what happens there, it's not like it's two sort of beats you hear, it actually sounds like one. Not, it's like that. The way I describe it sometimes is my index finger, I just bend it a little bit so it's almost like a hook, and the thumb stays like so. And when I move it, it's a rolling of the wrist. And again, keep that image in your mind of you've got a paintbrush and you're just stroking across whatever you're painting, and that's the same for this stroke. So it's that two-finger roll is really good to, you know, at the start of songs, the first strum that you do, or in between chord changes. This adds a bit more warmth and thickness to that note. To give you an example, I'll just play something basic like C, G, and F. So I'll just start with that two-finger roll. See how it sounds better than going. Gives it much more thickness in the sound. Sounds richer. Sounds, yeah, bigger, warmer. It sounds better. So that's the two-finger roll, and just let me recap on that again. The easiest way to get it is to get your thumb and your finger, bend your little finger a little bit, almost like a hook shape, sit it over the thickness of your neck, then lift the hand off but keep the fingers rigid in that shape, and then we're going to roll the wrist and like brush over the strings. So that's the two-finger roll from the 1920s, 30s. It seems very easy. It takes a little while to get it fluent, and it takes it a little while to get it to the point where you can just drop it in between some of the strums you're doing on a song. But like all things, take your time, practice. Repetition makes all techniques much better. And also remember, when you're doing repetition of a technique, always do it at a speed that you're able to do the technique 100% accurate. If you're going at a speed that you're stumbling over the technique, you're practicing too fast. And if you're practicing too fast, you're just practicing mistakes, not technique. So have a go at the 2-finger roll with, practice it, get good at it, and start introducing it into the songs that you play. And once again, it's just going to add a bit more warmth and interest into your ukulele strumming. So enjoy the 2-stroke roll or 2-finger roll.